I'm Leslie. I play guitar.
I'm Owen. I play the drums.
I'm Benji. I play bass.
And we are in a band called Saros.
So, how would you describe your sound to someone who's never heard you before?
That's tough. Well, are they cool?
Let's assume they're moderately cool.
Okay.
Yeah, we've always struggled with this because we blend so many genres that even for someone who listens to a lot of music, it's hard to describe.
Yeah.
Let alone someone who doesn't.
Also, we change sound constantly. The stuff we're working on right now sounds nothing like, I don't know, our first album, stuff like Sickness and
even
stuff.
Before our first album, one of our first songs we wrote was a slowcore shoegaze song.
Exactly,
and then that
yeah.
got cut immediately.
Yeah, we cut that. We gave it on the chopping block. So I don't know.
We're somewhere along emo, post-hardcore.
Yeah,
Metal.
with
Somewhere
a little
there
sprinkle of
with
Knocked Loose in there too.
All right.
We'll go with that.
How did you all meet and what inspired you to start the band?
Well, it's funny because we met almost with the pretenses of starting a band immediately. Me and Owen met at literally the first DIY show I ever went to. We met through a mutual friend named Groff, who makes music in a really cool project called Black Massive Sun. I think some other stuff nowadays too. Yeah, but they used to just go to shows to network. And
Yeah, we saw each other after a while at a mob show. And
Yeah.
she was like, I need a drummer for a band. I was like, I can do that.
Yeah, we started in a different band with Mr. Groff, doing it was even weirder than the stuff we do now. It was very reverbed out metal stuff. But yeah, that's how we met. Literally the first DIY show I ever went to, it was Mauve, Dracona, New Here, and I think one more at Sarah Douglas' house, which was really fun. And I just laid eyes on him, and I knew I had to have him in my band. I was like, this guy has to be good at drums. Look at the mustache.
He does look like a drummer.
Yeah, exactly. He's got that drummer swag about him. And then
I think it's better from my perspective.
Yeah.
I recently moved here and started going to shows. I want to say it's the third show I went to was at Honey Latte Cafe.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember the bill, but at the end,
Cough syrup was on it.
Yeah, that's the only thing I remember.
Yeah.
But on one side, there used to be a blackboard, and I saw on it was I need a bassist, and then here's my phone number, and I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever, yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah.
I've been playing guitar and bass for a while, and so I just texted it up, and I was like, hey.
Yeah.
And then I just showed up one day.
Yeah, exactly. We hit it off immediately. We all went to Owen's house to have our personal practice session. And then I think you had to go early for some reason. But me and Benji went back to my place and just made really shitty slowcore and shoegaze for 3 hours.
Yeah.
It was a very beautiful, lovely experience. And there's been no lineup changes since then. It's just been us three for coming up on 2 or 3 years now. It's just it was the perfect lineup I could have asked for. It was amazing.
And what was your first gig like? Do you remember?
They had us play in the dark. First
I
off,
thought that was cool. That wasn't even. I didn't drive. It was in Sherwood.
it was in Sherwood, Oregon. My partner at the time went to school with the guitar player in Elephant Walk, Liv, and Liv dropped out of that school a month later, and it was just such a strange reason why we were on. The bands on were really cool. It was Andromeda, who they're from Salem. They do really cool post. I don't know. They're hard to describe too. Yeah. It was them. Moondogs, who Salem. Yeah. That Guy's Machine. Rest in peace.
Yeah. And it was a small show, and it wasn't the greatest show, but I think it's become a warm memory in my
Yeah, I
heart.
look back on it really fondly.
Yeah.
It was cute.
Especially the person who organized it, Liv, is such a cool person.
Yeah, she's great.
Getting to meet
Shout out
them,
Liv.
and they're still a close friend of ours. So
Yeah.
that was so sweet.
No, it was great. It was the perfect Rocky beginning. I feel
Right.
where we can look back on that and be yes, look how far we've come.
And what's your favorite song to perform?
Oh, that's gonna be different for all of us, I feel like. Right now, mine is a new one we have that's not released. We've been calling it 5-6 because it switches time signatures. But it's just like really cathartic and like fast and energetic, and I feel like really displays the new sound we're going for in a really good way. So that's probably gonna be my vote. I'm guessing yours is Sickness.
Look. It's so fun to play. I get to move around a bunch, and it's like such an upbeat, fun little thing.
Yeah, it's like our happiest song.
Yeah, that's my favorite song.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great. I mean, it's an alright song. No, I don't know. I love that song for what it is, but like, I never write happy stuff like that anymore, which is like maybe gonna be alienating to some of our audience or something. But I don't know. I'm hoping they'll stick with us through whatever we decide to do.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm looking at the name. The one reference for Death Tile.
Haunted Life?
Haunted Life.
Yeah.
Haunted Life's my favorite. I'm like not into metal at all, but like I just love the like metal rhythms and like metal inspired rhythms in that song. And it's
I'm
just
getting
like
you there.
yeah.
I'm
Like just the rhythms are so fun. I think it's like to me like a good like mix of like all the genres that we have.
Yeah, like the
it's
way
like
it
very
goes.
shoegazy style. Like we use a bunch of like pedal effects on it, like especially in like the mix for like the actual official release.
Yeah,
Like
that
on
was
the
so
vocals
fun.
too. We did like weird stuff on. And it's just
Yeah, I
fun.
did like the Alex G trick where you like pitch up the vocals in Garage. The whole album was made in GarageBand.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I did that partially because I love this thing that Alex G does with GarageBand where he just pitches his vocals around using this thing called a vocal transformer. And like it's not actually changing the pitch of your vocals, but it makes it sound like weird and like childlike. It's really creepy.
Yeah, it almost kind of sounds like when you like suck in helium from a balloon. And
Yeah,
pitch,
right.
but it doesn't change like the actual pitch of it. Just like I don't know how to describe
Sorry,
it.
we're yapping.
But, like, we
Actually.
did weird effects on it. And I
Yeah,
think that
we had a
one
ton of
just
fun with that
sounds
one. Yeah.
So back in September, you performed on a bill with your arms in my cocoon. How did that feel?
That I'm gonna go first with this one because Your Arms Are My Cocoon is like a huge inspiration, not just like musically, but sort of like inspired me to embrace my queerness in a new way, which was really cool. And obviously musically, they were kind of the band that got me into emo in the first place. So it was just a crazy experience. Like I never would have expected, as coming from that Sherwood show, to then be playing to like 400 people with like this band that I've looked up to for years. So I could not have like wished for a better show. We played great too. It was like it was so hot. Like we were drenched in sweat after.
It was so hot in there.
Yeah.
It was so hot.
But yeah, that's probably my favorite show we've ever played personally. I don't know. It was great. I was so excited about it. Yeah.
Yeah, Your Arms Are My Cocoon was, I think, the second band that I super got into with Fifth Wave specifically as well, and they were a huge inspiration. I got into Glass Beach a little bit in middle school, and then when I started getting into more music, they came up as a recommended, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. Like, I want to do stuff like this. I want to watch this live. Too bad they're all the way over on the East Coast, and then we get hit up from Marlboro, and they're like, hey, do you want to play with Your Arms In My Cocoon? I was like, absolutely.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Benji like texted us in the group chat because neither of us had seen it, and he was like, "How are you guys not freaking out?" I thought like someone had gotten hit by a car or something. And I opened my phone and I was like, "Oh shit, this is crazy."
Shout out Marlboro.
Yes,
Shout
it
out
was.
Coral.
Yeah, it's just like they're really nice people too. Like they were so sweet and like accommodating and nice to us. Marlboro and Your Arms, they were just all so amazing. And the other bands on that bill, that whole bill was just incredible.
It was an amazing night.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, for me, I've never been like I've dabbled into fifth wave emo a bit, but I never got like super grasped into it. But Your Arms Are My Cocoon has always been like something I go back to just because it's just so awesome.
It's so
and like
unique.
it was mind breaking.
Yeah.
To see that message of hitting us up for the show, and like still like to the point of about to play the show, I'm like, this can't be real.
Yeah,
But, yeah.
they're gonna like they're gonna like prank us. They're gonna like point to the hidden cameras and be like, "We got you."
Yeah, it was like, it was so crazy because, like you said, it was such a crazy bill. Like Swiss Army Life and your
Names of our friends.
Names of Our Friends are like my favorite bands
Yeah,
in the scene.
me
So
too.
like
Names of
already
Our
playing
Friends
with them
is
too was
so good.
awesome, but also Your Arms is like, oh my god, that is like beyond my dream bill.
Yeah, just to be like considered in the same breath as like Your Arms Are My Cocoon and even like Names of Our Friends and Swiss Army Life, like they are just all such incredible musicians and have such like important things to say. I just think it's beautiful. It was a really beautiful night.
What do you foresee in the band's future?
That's a tough one. I don't know. I hope it's a long future. I hope we don't break up. I really
we gotta
like.
do the emo thing once one album and drop out of
Yeah, literally. I hope not. I just really like playing music with these guys. They're like some of my best friends, and you know, we have a really special connection with our music we make too. So I just, whatever the future looks like for us, I don't want it to be with anyone else. I just want to keep rocking out with my friends. I want to make more exciting and like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not necessarily. Like, more expansive and like ambitious. That's the word I'm looking for. More ambitious music, because I feel like our first album, I still really like it, but I feel like I have more to say now, and I feel like I have more like skill musically, and we've all grown a lot as musicians and as people, and I think we have a lot more we have a more like important message to say now, I would say.
Speaking more on that first album, how did the writing and recording process, like what did that look like?
That's a weird question. Not a weird question. It's a weird answer to that question. Because basically, as soon as we were able to play a song all the way through, I was like, let's start recording. And
Started recording very early.
yeah, we'd been a band for like 4 or 5 months, and I was like, time to start recording some demos. And the first ones just sounded utterly horrible. They were not good because I didn't know shit about recording. Everything we did is like self-produced and self-recorded and all that. Like I mentioned, it was made in GarageBand.
Right.
And like, did you?
There's a mosquito on me.
Oh. Shut up! Stop talking about GarageBand. Actually, on one of my solo albums, I have a demo of that shoegaze like slowcore song that we cut that I made on like an 8-track tape recorder, and like. It sounds cool for what it is, but it would not have fit Sorrows at all. And so it's the writing and recording for that album in specific is very interesting because it's kind of just like all the songs we had at that time were put on this record and recorded at different stages and stuff like that. And that's something I definitely want to do differently next time is I want to go in with more intention instead of like, let's just put all our songs out. I want to be like, these are the songs that deserve to see the light of day and like I want to be heard the most, you know?
Yeah, and we all recorded it in Leslie's shed. We bought a bunch of mics and then recorded it ourselves. We mixed it. Leslie mixed it in GarageBand. So it's all
we
been
both
DIY.
mixed it. And
Yeah. And so I don't know. That's another thing too. The last question about like what we see in the future is just, you know, we're still DIY, but we're getting better at what we're doing.
Yeah.
And so like figuring out how to like mix better to like what we imagine our songs to be. Just like getting more polished as we get more experience from what we're doing.
Yeah. We're definitely very committed to still doing everything ourselves and, you know, making the music that we want to hear and all that. But I feel like we all are better musicians and smarter than we used to be. So I think the next project you can expect from us is going to be a big step in a new, cool direction.
Your music and branding has a very heavy religious theming. What can you say about the importance of that to the music?
Yeah, I was like, a lot of that comes from just the music I like is very serious and like does draw on religion a lot. Like I'm really into bands like Knocked Loose and Chat Pile who talk about religion and stuff a lot. Discordance Axis too is a big one. And I think they all go about it in a different way. I think religion is just such a broad topic that can be applied to so many things. And I think that's really cool. Personally, the religious connotation for me comes from the idea of reincarnation and sort of using that as an allegory for transition. The first album in my head is sort of about someone being born and then killing their old self to sort of reach this heaven, which in my eyes is like acceptance and self-acceptance, acceptance from other people, and the dying is the actual act of transitioning. The next album is leaning more into like, I've died, I've done all this work to become the person I want to be, but I'm still not facing that acceptance. So like the first album is like dying and going to heaven, and then the second album is like getting like locked out of heaven, basically. I don't know. Yeah, I just think religion has a lot of beautiful things to offer, even if I'm not religious in the slightest. Like, I think there's a lot of beauty that came out of religion as a whole, and it's just a really beautiful thing to like experience that love. And like, I don't know. I'm just rambling now, but I just think the idea of like reincarnation has always really resonated with me, and I think that is a really beautiful allegory.
All right, can each one of you give an artist or band that you think more people need to hear?
I'm gonna let someone else start this one because I want to think about it.
Mauve from Portland, Oregon.
R.I.P.
Oh my god, listen to that album. Listen to About the Weather by Mauve if you like any kind of emo at all, ever.
Top 0.00001.
I'm their number one global listener.
This is true.
Yeah,
I've
3 years
like
in a row.
verified, like since they've like started, like since they put out their single 20,000 Degrees and then they followed up with, oh my dude, listen
Yeah.
to it. I promise you, listen to it.
I've seen him at every single mob show I ever went to. We met at a mob show. Like,
Every single one.
yeah. How about you? Gonzalez.
Yeah, there's so many I'm thinking of. But there's this like second wave emo band that I love that not enough people listen to called The Shyness Clinic, and they're like a big inspiration for me personally. Just love them, and they don't get enough appreciation.
I don't know. There's so many that I want to shout out. Action Roadster from Portland is really, really good. They're doing really unique things with emo and pop and like blending it in this new exciting way that I'm just super excited to see what else they put out. Can I give like 3?
Yeah.
My other one is gonna be Discordance Axis. They are a grindcore band from like 1999, or I think they started in like the late 80s. But their really good album, The Inalienable Dreamless, came out on Y2K, like January 1st, 2000. Super ambitious, like experimental grindcore. They had no bass player. They had one guitar tuned to drop D. They had one drum kit and one vocalist, and somehow still managed to make the most like disorienting and like furiously rage-inducing metal without like any of the modern production techniques or even a bass player, which has just been super inspiring to me lately. And 3, I'm gonna go. Are you still kidding me?
Another mosquito.
3, I'm gonna go with Kid Crash. They are, yeah, they aren't originally from Portland, but moved there at one point in their career, and they just make the most beautiful, haunting, like post-rock, emo, math rock stuff. It's like I've never heard guitar played like that, and I've never heard songs written like that in any other case, and it's just like the most, it's like listening to a new form of music almost, and I'm like, this is exactly what I want to hear out of emo. So those are my 3 answers.
All right. Can you give one final message or one final thing you want to say to the people?
To all the people, we love you. we hope you like our new album, and I say that like it's coming out anytime soon. We haven't even finished writing it.
Yeah.
We hope you continue to stick with us through all the changes, and I don't know. We want to. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm nervous. Someone else say something.
Steering away from the band stuff, ask questions. Questions are important. Ask questions. If anyone's mad at you for asking questions, wonder why they're mad at you for asking questions.
Where's that coming from?
It's important.
Just in life.
Just life advice. Always wear your seatbelt and stay hydrated.
I don't know. Come out to shows consistently. Even like a lot of them are not a flop, so like, even if you can't pay, just like come out. It's about community. It's about talking to people. Always talk to the bands. Don't act like people in bands are like some like celebrities. Like
Everyone is just a person.
Yeah, we were just going to. We still just go to shows. You know, like we're just people who go to shows and like happen to sometimes play at them. You know, so always like come up to talk to us. We're all try to be sociable and low-key, most importantly, we're all like awkward. So if it feels awkward, it's not because of you. It's because of all of us. We're all awkward.
No, my final thing will be support other musicians, support the art you want to see in the world, buy merch of artists you like, and just show up to see the music you want to see.